Guys here, and this is a deck profile with Noble Knights, with Big Billy,
Hello,
Cameron
Big Billy.
directing.
Okay, this is a deck profile from Noble Knights, or my build. To start off with, we have 3 Noble Knight Majorks. He is your main searcher in the deck. With him, you need to, when he's on the field, he, at least about, I think, 3 Noble Knights are like this. When he's face up on the field, he cancels a normal monster, light. When equipped with the Noble Arms, he gets an effect that he becomes a dark and he increases level 1 button, so it's at level 5. And you can, once per turn, if you've got no other monsters, you can search for 1 Noble Knight monster in your deck and summon it in face-up defense and destroy 1 Noble Arms equipped card you control. So that's what he does. Next, normally with him, we search for this guy, Noble Knight Balls. Noble Knight Balls, he has the same thing with Major, of he is a normal type monster, light, or face up in the field. And when he's equipped with Noble Arms, he becomes level 5 dark again, and he gets the following effect of what during your main phase, you can search for 3 Noble Arms cards, shuffle them in your hand, and your opponent will randomly choose one. That one goes to your hand, and the other ones go to the grave. Next, we have Noble Knight Galahad. That's how you pronounce his name, if I'm correct. Or Golchavad. I can't remember exactly how you pronounce these half the time. But he's a bit different to the others because he counts as a normal type light monster while on face on the field, but when he's equipped with the Noble Arms, he stays at level 4. And his effect is, once per turn, you can target 1 Noble Knight monster in your graveyard, add that card to your hand. If you do destroy 1 Noble Arms equipped spell card you control, you can only use this effect once per turn.
Why do you use only one?
The only reason you need him is to search for your Noble Knights if you run it now, and yeah, it gives you a bit more playability.
So next card goes.
But you only want him at 1 because most of the time. Next card is Guinevere, the Queen of Noble Arms. Her effect is basically once per turn, you may equip her from the hand or graveyard to a Noble Knight. You can only use her effect once per turn and only once that turn. When she's equipped to a Noble Knight, she's counted as a spell card equipped card, so it sets off all the effects from Noble Knights. That's important to notice. It gives you Noble Knights their abilities. When equipped to a light type, if it would be destroyed, you can destroy this card instead if it's by an effect. And if Noble Knight is a dark type, if this would battle a monster, at the start of the damage step, you can destroy that monster and destroy this card. So it basically gives you like a temporary catastrophe effect. Next, we have Noble Knight Dryston. His effect is, while you control another Noble Knight monster, and your opponent cannot target monsters with less than 1/8 attack with battle or card effects. Once per turn, when this is equipped with a Noble Arms card, you may destroy 1 face-up card on the field, but you can only use that effect once per turn. The next card we have is Noble Knight Galahad.
Gwaine.
I can never pronounce these names. His effect's pretty simple. If you control a light normal monster, you can summon him face-up defense position. So obviously, with him, if you've got like balls out, no Noble Arms equipped to him, you can special summon him defense and then overlay. So you can see the use of him. That's why you want 3 of them. The next card is the original Noble Knight Artorias.
Do you want to read the epic poem?
No, because it's really long. He's just a standard vanilla level 4.
Why not 3? You could run Rescue Rabbit, couldn't you?
Yes, but you run so many other monsters and a lot of time. You don't want to run 3, trust me. The next card is Noble Knight Pure. That's how you pronounce his name. Close enough. When equipped with the Noble Arms equipped card, she becomes a level 5 dark. But unlike the others, she doesn't count as a normal monster while face up in the field. And when she is sent from the field to the graveyard, while equipped with a Noble Arms equipped card, you may add one Noble Arms equipped card from your graveyard and it's your hand.
That's good, that's good.
But you only want one or per. Okay. And our last monster is Too Lazy for Lakes. Basically, she's the only tuner of this deck, and she has the ability of, when she's normal summoned, you express summon a vanilla monster from your graveyard, express summon it, so that's why you want him. And his other effect is, if it's a level 5, if you've got her in the graveyard, and you've got Noble Knight level 5 on the field, you can seize this level by 1, special summon it. The only downside to her is 2 effects. One, she can only be used for Warrior Synchro. So only Warrior Synchro she can use her with. And when she's Synchro summoned with something, she gets banished. So she's a one-time thing. And that sums up the monsters.
So on to the spells, isn't it?
Yeah, onto the spells. Now for the spells, we have 3 Noble Arms of Destiny. What this effect is, when you can only equip it to a face-up warrior monster. You can only control one of it on the field. And once per turn, the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. And it has the last effect of, if this would be destroyed, you can re-equip it from the graveyard to another Noble Knight monster. But you can only use that effect once per turn. So you can't obviously just abuse it. The next Noble Arms we have is Noble Arms Excalibur. Yep. Equip only to a Noble Knight monster, so you can only equip this to a Noble Knight monster, nothing else. And it can't be targeted to the monster.
So it's like a forbidden lance almost.
Yeah, and you can banish it from the graveyard, target a face-up Noble Knight Exceed monster, and then overlay a different Noble Knight of a different name and level on it. So you can go from this guy to this guy, or that guy back to that guy with him. But you've got to banish it to use this effect. The third Noble Arm card I won is Noble Arms Galatine. His effect is just you gain 1000 attack, and then during each of your standby phases you lose 200. And then they get the same effect as Destiny, so they can re-equip. And just to quickly add, but I just forgot to mention, that is one of the only Noble Arms that don't re-equip. All the others do. The next Noble Arm is Noble Knight Calburn. Its effect is you gain 500, and once 500 attack, and once per turn you can gain 500 life points. That's really stupid. And once again, it can re-equip if it's destroyed. The next Noble Arm is Noble Arms Alpha Divideur.
I believe it's pronounced.
Yeah, I've yet to meet someone who can pronounce that correctly. Its effect. Sharp. Anyway, its effect is you can pay 500 attack. It was. This is actual attack. So when this is equipped to Noble Knight, you can pay once per turn, pay 500 attack, and then destroy one. You can destroy one set card, and then once again can re-equip. But the attack loss is permanent.
Okay, that's a shame.
And that's the Noble Arms. For the rest of the spell cards,
So staples. What about MSTs and Dark Crops?
we'll get to that. We've got one last main card. I do the Kaiser Colosseum build.
Ooh.
So basically, if I control a monster, so I've got to control a monster for this to work. So basically, while this is on the field, if I control a monster, you can only control up to the monsters that I control. So let's say I have 2 of them on the field. You can only control 2 monsters, and that's it.
That's very good.
So normally I would just summon him, equip him with Noble Arms, and just sit there. And as for the staples, you won 1 voter because it's a warrior deck. You know,
Of course.
I won 2 MST, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Book of Moon, 1 Foolish.
The Foolish.
The Foolish is to fuel the graveyard with Lady of the Lake or Guinevere, Queen of the Noble. not arms.
Hey, we have 3 seconds left.
Well, you run out of time.
No, we just keep going. It's gonna be so long to edit.
These noble arms, they're so long.
What the fuck am I do?
Anyway, for trap cards, we run 2 trap stuns in case you need to stop traps to help protect my noble knights, and then Dimension Prison for defense and a compulse.
Okay, right. Now hurry the fuck up.
The noble knights, it takes so long.
card in the world.
I am going to edit so much out. Go. Next for the extra deck.
For the extra deck, we have Artorias, King of the Noble Knights. Him and his friend have the... Oh yeah, 2 of them. I won 2 of them.
Oh, him and his friend. Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ.
Shut up. Anyway, with their effects, when he's XYZ summoned, target up to 3 noble arms equipped cards in your graveyard, different names, equip them to him. And essentially you can attach one, destroy spells and traps up to the amount of noble arms you control.
That's good, that's good.
Okay, nice and simple. Next, yeah, basically that's what people compare it to. Why are you two laughing? Anyway, so the next card I won is Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorias. He has the same effect of him, of when they are XYZ summoned, you can equip noble arms, up to 3 of them with different names from the graveyard equipped to it. His effect is once per turn, you can target one other monster in the field to destroy it. And his last effect is when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, or is it sent? Is when it's sent to the field, so it's better. When this is sent to the field, you can target 1 level 4 or higher Noble Knight monster in your graveyard, special summon that target.
Alright, so what's next?
And next, we just have warrior support of one Excalibur
or the Excalibur?
just for 4k beat stick, and 1 Blade Armor Ninja for attacks.
Yep.
For the light support, we've got 1 Stereo Omega, in case I need to attack the game and they've got a lot of back row left. 1 Bujin Tsukiyomi, which is just once per turn you can detach 1, discard your hand, draw 2 cards. So it just gives me a bit of recycling ability. And 1 Starly's Paladymo to banish it, to stop effects and take the attack to 0 and destroy a draw card.
That card.
And then for the rest of my extra deck, it's just literal staple. So 1 Gemnut Pearl for beat stick, 1 Diamond Direwolf for popping the cards, 1 Pappy to get rid of defense and be able to attack and do damage, 1 Cowboy for Cowboy, 1 Black Ship of Corn for getting over certain things like 1-up Z mains. And then for the last card I won, which I need a second copy of this, but I haven't got it yet, is 1 Ignoble Knight of High... pronounce it. Of Landlord, I don't know. Anyway, his effect is basically when he is synchro summoned, get 1 noble arms equip card from your deck, equip it to him. Whenever this card will destroy a monster by battle, and then send it to the graveyard once per turn, you can add 1 noble knight or 1 noble arms of cards from your deck to your hand.
Alright, so
And you can only control 1 of them on the field.
that's good then.
And that's it for the deck profile.
Don't forget, you got a penguin soldier!
Oh, that's a fucking penguin soldier, yeah!
You guys